Good morning, day 12. 3 more nights, and then I'm back home with my family. So today I am leaving Ohio and heading to Pennsylvania and going to Mazza Winery, which is in Northeast Pennsylvania. That's the name of the town, Northeast Pennsylvania, which happens to be in the northwest part of Pennsylvania. If that doesn't throw off somebody that's trying to find you, I don't know what will. So anyway, I'm going to head to the northwest part of Pennsylvania and go to town of Northeast and stay at Mazza Winery. Thank you to the team at Linwood's Kennels for hosting me last night. It was great having full hookups, but what's even better is being able to see what you guys do there and actually see some of the dogs in training doing what they do. So thank you again, and now I am hitting the trail, and I'll see you in the northwest corner of Pennsylvania at Northeast Pennsylvania. So I'm all set up here in the back of Mazza Vineyards. Again, so this was an alternate location because the South Shore Wine Company, which is normally where the Harvest Host folks stay, they're redoing their parking lot. But the great folks here found a spot for me, and they kept, well, do you want to park up in the parking lot or do you want to be back here? And wouldn't you want to be back here? Look at this. So I will be staying here tonight. I'm not moving again, especially, it took me a little while to get leveled, get all set up. It's harder when you do it by yourself. But anyway, so yeah, this is my view for the night. And if the wind will stay down a little bit, I'll fly the drone over for you. So Mazza Vineyards, been in business for over 45 years. And I think they have 5 different locations now. So like South Shore Wine Company, etc. They also own, I think it's 5 and 20 Distilling and Brewery, which is located in New York, but only like 10, 11 miles away. I'm not going to visit them. Kind of want to, but I'm not going to. But yeah, so I think they produce something like 375,000 gallons of juice and wines, etc. And you'll see when we go inside, they got awards galore for their great wines, and I want to go taste them, so I'm gonna go do that now. I forgot something. So people may ask, where is Mazza Wines? So I've said it's in Northeast Pennsylvania, which is in the northwest part of Pennsylvania, but it's on Lake Erie, which is actually just kind of like right over there. And again, if I get the drone up tonight, I'll show you Lake Erie. But this is a great setup. Before I go inside, I just want to show you, I mean, man, if you want to come out and have a nice evening, have some wine with friends, look at this. Now they are still doing face masks for everyone that comes inside, so I'm gonna have to throw one on, and I don't even know if they're doing wine tasting, so I may just buy some, but gotta throw on my mask and go in. All right, before I go any further, I need to correct myself. So there's a part of Pennsylvania up by Lake Erie that kind of goes like this. It's a little notch. I did not know that. I hadn't looked that closely at Pennsylvania. And where I'm at is on the eastern part of that notch. So I guess, in essence, northeast is actually accurate because it's the eastern part of the state in that little notch. So that notch is actually part of the largest grape growing region east of the Rockies. And there's an area about 50 miles from a town east here in New York, stretching all along Lake Erie, that has over 20 vineyards. And apparently this is like a perfect place to grow a certain kind of grapes because of the winds that come off of Lake Erie. So now you know. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of places to go, and I know I wasn't going to go to the 5 and 20 distillery and brewery, which is owned by Mazza Wines, but I changed my mind. It's only 15 minutes away, so I'm going to drive down there and see what they have going on. Maybe get a bottle of beer, maybe get a bottle of whiskey. I don't know. So if you're going to go to one of these locations and they're not doing tastings, how do you actually get a sample of what they're selling when you're wearing your mask? And so what all the Mazza locations are doing, and I guess maybe throughout this whole region, is you can go in and you can get a glass, you get wine by the glass, get a glass of beer, etc., and then go outside and drink it. You just can't drink it indoors because you got to have the mask on. So they're finding ways around it so that businesses can actually open up a little bit and that people have a place to go and get out and explore. But I'm going to go check out 5 and 20 now. New York state law is a little bit different, so I can't even like go into film inside. So about the most I can give you is some video through their window, like a creepy dude, you know? So I'll give you that. And then I'm gonna head back over and go back to Casper and relax for the night. Alright, so let's check the old schedule. Today I'm going to Munnsville, New York, which is about a 4 or 5 hour drive from where I'm at. And I'm going to Foothill Hops Farm and Brewery. Anyway, so today, again, I've got about a 5 hour drive, I think, into Munnsville, New York. Hopefully I'm able to go into the brewery and support them a little bit, do some filming for you. And then another night in Canaan, New York, I believe. I'll have to check the schedule. But I'm almost home, almost made it. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in Munnsville. And I'm hitting the trail. Alright, well, I'm all set up out here at the Foothill Hops Farm and Brewery outside of Munnsville, New York. It's in upstate New York, which is a beautiful area. And I got to meet the owners, Larry and Kate, just great people. So Larry and Kate started growing hops about, I think it was in 2000. And then Larry's been home brewing for a while. And I don't know, at some point, maybe somebody told Larry, you make a damn fine beer. So in 2017, they opened up a small shop just over here where they sold some of their hops for home brew, etc. But they also started selling their own beer. And man, if you live in this region, you're very lucky. Because again, Larry makes a damn fine beer. Multiple beers, in fact. So anyway, back to the hops that they grow. They grow over 14 different varieties of hops. Look at all that. And what they don't grow here, they purchase from New York. So I think they said nearly 100% or 100% of all their grains and hops come from New York. They have this great plot of land out here. They make a damn fine beer. Now, Kate, she asked me, I said, hey, can I do some filming? She asked me, can you just film the nice parts? And by meaning that, they're in the middle of a renovation. So this winter, they actually started renovating their facility because they are growing. Their small establishment was full. When they were open, it was full. And their occupancy, I think Larry said about 25 people. So it's a small town area. So they are at least doubling, maybe tripling the size of their establishment so they could have more patrons. But they're also tripling the amount of beer they can produce, which is good because it's really, really good. And sorry, I got kind of stuck on that. Their beer is really good because it's really good. So anyway, they're growing, and they were already shutting down to do renovations during the winter. So when the coronavirus hit, yes, it did impact them. But they were still able to keep working on the renovation, and they're just waiting for things to kind of open back up. So right now in this county here in New York, I think it's Madison County, as of yesterday, they can start having patrons inside, and you can drink inside, but you have to wear your mask until you sit down, and then you can actually take your mask off to drink. But they're not open for another 2 weeks because they still got the renovation going on. So if you're in the region in the next couple weeks, I would highly recommend coming out to Foothill Hops Farm and Brewery. The beer's delicious. And if you wait just a little bit longer, they're also going to open up a kitchen. And they said they're going to be offering, I think, like hamburgers and things like that. But so folks were coming out and saying, yeah, your beer is great. I kind of I need something to eat. So they're going to meet the needs of their customers. But anyway, I'm going to go back to Casper, who's right here. And I'm going to have some more of their amazing beer, work on this video. But to Larry and Kate, thank you very much for hosting me, for giving me a place to stay, for letting me plug in. So I had a little bit of power tonight. And thank you for the delicious beer and the great conversation. And I wish you all the best. And guess what? I only have one more night before I'm home with Susanna and Corbin. But for now, it's a little bit of beer, a little bit of video, and then tomorrow a little bit of Hinton the Trail. So thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.